To the family of the late Dr. Henry Okposo, the Adikiega of Iri Isoko, and one time the Odion Avive of Iri Ivori Isoko, to his wife Helen Kokoma Okposo. Sammie was the ninth of 10 children, 5 male, 5 female. Sammie's nobility and rich ancestry dates back to 1859. He is a prince of the royal house of Odweka in Iri Isoko and a junior Ajakeri Sunday of Ivori Isoko, were the great-grandchildren of Ubosi, who was the son of Ubosi Odweka, of the Odweka royal household of Iri Kingdom in Isoko. Ubosi founded our village, Ivori Iri, in the 1860s, excuse me. Sammie, along with the rest of us, moved from Lagos to Warri in 1972. This phenomenal man we talk about today dates back 30 years of music and his love for God and his love for Christ. Most of his schooling was done in the Delta area, and our father, wanting us to get closer to home, made sure that Sammie went to Unity School Alphabet. Sammie was a church boy from the beginning. I remember many years ago, when he was born, my mom, she had a special or a tiresome or heavy pregnancy, and it made it look like somebody special was coming, and indeed he was special. You know, now we would call it probably abuse. But because of Sammie's love for music and going around, finding a place where he could just play the music and do everything, my mother had a little head tie around Sammie's ankles with a little bell, so that anytime Sammie made a move, we would know. Because Sammie was everywhere there was music. And sometimes they would run and call her, like they would say, "Mama, Sammie, your son is here, did you know?" And we would think Sammie was home. And then our last brother came, and Sammie will always nod at him and pitch him. And he asked my mother, "Where did this one come from? He's not ready to play. I want somebody to play music with me." You know, that's how Sammie was growing up. And in his many travels and everything, I used to remind him how we grew up. And my daughters in the Netherlands, they watch Sammie's music like the rest of his nieces and nephews, and I said, "Boy, you're all over the place. I can't get to your shows, but make sure you come to us in Amsterdam." And he would say, "Okay, I'll come. Until one day, one of my daughters now said, "You know what, Dad, I've watched some Nigerian movies and I know some words. Can you tell Sammie for me that I call him Uncle Lai?" And that got to him, and in February of 2020, he now visited us and came to the church where I pastor by God's grace. And I said, "You know what? You always say no drama. This time, no drama. We're not selling tickets, nothing. Just come be with the family. Just let's talk, let's have fun." And we went back. And of course, when I stand beside Sammie, I look like his younger brother, because, you know, he was big and all that. So I said, "You remember how you used to want to be the first? I will buy some things, you will want to wear it first." And he never knew that I understood, and I saw him do those things. And I got one of those wonderful slip-ons I had saved to buy it, and Sammie wore it. And he thought I did not know. I think Ozzy will testify. Sammie has these toes think he took it from my grandparents, that the slip-ons were looking a bit bigger. I said, this boy, you don't touch this thing. He said, bros, yeah, only today, only today. So we got to talking about everything, life, and how our family was, and Sammie was forthright to say, bros, sometimes I wish dad and mom could still be around to see me, because my dad wanted Sammie to be an accountant, and Sammie went for music. And of course, in those days, if you're going for music and everybody in your family is an academic, it looked like you lost your cuckoo. And Sammie did so much that at some point my father and my mother, everybody now said, this is your calling, this is where you're supposed to be. And we celebrate Sammie. And we saw our little brother, now a friend to many, touch world, touch lives, won so many trophies, accolades, and until recently even, he won something exceptional. I'll say this. Sammie was stubborn, very stubborn, and very pushy about many things. I guess that's what brought him so far to where he was. And Sammie had a lot of fallings and getting ups, and he never gave up. So I'll end this. He fell down, but he got up. He fell down, but he got up. Sammie was like a saint, a sinner who fell down, but kept getting up. Little brother, you don't have to get up anymore. You don't have to stand to prove anything anymore. You're good with the Maker. The one that formed you has called you home. And we bless God for your life. Sammie is survived by his wife, Ozioma, and 2 children, Alula and Ogenefejiro. He also left behind 3 sisters, 5 brothers, and 22 nephews and nieces. I want to remember Sammie as the fighter, the one who touched hearts with the music that God has given to him. And it is well. Ozioma, it is well. My family, it is well. Well wishes, it is well. Sammie doesn't need to fight anymore, he doesn't need to get up anymore. He's at peace with his Maker. And we must go on and do the right. God bless you.
Hallelujah. Can we put our hands together for Pastor Sammie Okposo? Pastor Larry, by any chance, what's the nickname that Sammie gave you? What's your nickname? Because there's absolutely no human being that is close to Sammie that Sammie doesn't give you a nickname.
He kept changing the names.
He kept changing the names.
Yeah.
I mean, only Sammie will look at me. I have all the nicknames in this world. Look at me and say, Kilo Warrior. That's my nickname. Say, Kilo Warrior. Kilo Warrior. Shout. When Sammie is coming to you, just doesn't shout tear. Say, tear. It's I will shout, pussy. Only for me to hear him call somebody else by Ogbanje. I'm like, Sammie, why? Everybody that knows Sammie, and he gives everybody a different name. That is the kind of man we're celebrating tonight. Still talking about the man. This first part is about the man. We'll still go